Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Cage Nerd from the PartyNerdz. At this point, we all finally got to see Rise of Skywalker. The ones who didn't see it, obviously you guys are the ones. Thanks for putting the spoiler on there, you suck. So if you're watching this video, I'm going to tell you now there's going to be a lot of spoilers. So we just saw Rise of the Skywalker, and honestly, before this movie, I already had bad notions in my brain, even though I tried not to. Unfortunately, companies, Forbes was saying this was the worst Star Wars movie ever. You had other people that saw the movie preview, they said, Disney's rock bottom with Star Wars, this franchise is ruined now. Blah, 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 this J.J. Abrams shouldn't have did it. Listen, stop all of that. I'm going to tell you something right now. This movie was not horrible. You got to look at it from this perspective. First of all, J.J. Abrams did the first one, The Force Awakens. Now, the first one meaning, obviously, the seventh movie. And when he did The Force Awakens, he tried to put that original Star Wars feel to it. We remember how they edited it and how they even used old school cinematography, but the movie comes out to mixed reviews. Some people loved it, reminded them of old school Star Wars, A New Hope, but other people was just like, he's just rehashing the old things. You get trolls, blah, 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 blah. One side saying this, one side saying that. So what happened is, and unfortunately, Rian Johnson, when he comes on board, decides, you know what? I'm going to flip it. If they're saying J.J. Abrams did this, I'm going to make it entirely different. Bad move. Horrible move. So Rian Johnson comes in and gives us The Last Jedi. And don't get me wrong, a movie on its own, it wasn't a terrible movie. The problem with The Last Jedi is it absolutely, and I mean absolutely, destroyed the Star Wars mystique and all the questions they were setting up. Look, think about it. So when we saw The Force Awakens, we had all these questions after the movie, like, who are Rey's parents? Who is this Snoke guy? Who's Snoke? Is Kylo Ren actually related to Rey? Does Finn have Force powers? There were literally like 50 questions leading up to The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi comes, and literally Rian Johnson just comes, whips it out, and starts peeing on the whole mystique. He's like, oh yeah, remember Rey's parents? You want to know who they were? Guess what? They were nobody. Got you guys. Oh, remember that cool helmet we created for Kylo? Kind of be like the new Darth Vader helmet? I'm going to destroy it. Oh yeah, well, any other, remember that Snoke? You wonder who Snoke is? It doesn't matter because I killed him like a punk. So this is the problem. So then at the end of the movie, and don't get it wrong, I thought it was kind of cool how, Luke did his force projecting thing, Kylo thought he was there. That was a cool way to, end the movie. But first of all, they made Luke's character almost kind of like a punk. Like Luke actually at the end of, Return of the Jedi, he came to grips with who he was and decided not to go toward the dark side. But now he's kind of reconsidering it. I had a lot of problems with that. To make a long story short, now J.J. Abrams for this final installment, episode 9, has to come in and literally give us a film where we had no questions about. No one was asking any questions before this movie. There was nothing to ask. So he was like, okay, Rian Johnson's going to kill Snoke, so I need to bring back another big bad. Let me bring back Palpatine. Forget it. You had to bring back the Emperor Palpatine. So now that he's back, I thought it was a good idea to bring him back because it does serve as fans' nostalgia, and it is kind of catering to the fans. But I mean, what else is he going to do? Just create a new bad guy out of nowhere? I know when it comes to writing, you can go in many directions, but for what it's worth, I thought this movie was very well done. I loved how J.J. Abrams didn't really let you know who Rey's love interest was going to be. For a second, you're like, oh, yeah, she's going to get with Finn again. And then you're like, no, wait, Finn is still kind of flirting with Rose. No, wait. Like, who's this black chick? Okay, or Finn got a new girl. Wait. And you almost thought at some point it was Poe and Rey. I thought that was kind of cool and clever. It's almost like everybody wants to ship all these couples. And at some point, even Finn and Poe, you're like, what's going on with y'all? You know, y'all playing chess and all cozied up to each other. But at some point, really, you got to just kind of ask yourself, like, all right, well, where's he kind of going with all this? But ultimately, I do like the fact that no one had to end up with anyone. In the end, you know, yeah, Rey and spoiler, stop watching now. Rey and Kylo Ren had that kiss right before he evaporates into the Force. But now he's gone. So now that he's gone, it's just like, okay, if they ever decide to continue this movie, you know, maybe they can put her with someone else. All that being said, it had a lot of action. The movie had some cool fight scenes. They have some cool new characters. I mean, even that little droid was kind of cool. It wasn't that bad. So everyone out there complaining it was the worst Star Wars movie ever, I just feel like the Star Wars fan base can be so toxic. It's just like nothing can please anyone. So if there were people that actually hated this movie, there's going to be that large demographic of people that, oh, it sucked, and vice versa. Look, in the modern day of social media, you can't make everyone happy. So my advice to you guys is take this for what it's worth. Take this movie for what it's worth, which was good entertainment, a nice little bow tie to end the whole Skywalker saga, and just take it for what it is, because honestly, that's probably going to be it for that whole angle. I mean, now that the Mandalorian's taken off, who knows where it's going to go. But don't hate on Disney. Be like, oh, Disney ruined Star Wars. Disney, it's the mouse is taking off. Like, listen, the mouse is in control. We know it is what it is. And we're watching the shows and just live with it. I mean, it's Mickey. Mickey is the Emperor. Party nerds, Darnell, Cage Nerd. Catch you guys soon.
Jump up in the air, jump up in the air, jump up, don't be scared, and your cares will solve.